Today we're going to discuss law enforcement and our justice system. Right now, we are taught, or at least I was going through high school and elementary, that justice is blind, that you are innocent until proven guilty. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Our police officers act as judge and jury. When they write you a ticket, you have been found guilty. You are no longer proving your innocence. They are no longer proving your guilt. You are proving your innocence. And that's not how the system should work. Even I have experienced in the last year a ticket where the officer was doing his job. I have nothing against the officer. He stopped me, he asked me questions, and in that situation I was arrested. I'm not against that. He was doing his job and keeping the public safe. My problem is when I got to court, the ticket wasn't just thrown out. It wasn't understandable that we were both in the right. It was accepted that because the police officer wrote me this ticket, I was guilty of it, and now I have to prove my innocence. And that's not how this should be. When we take it even further, and you go to like the death penalty, we have prisons where we have people living for their lifetime, and we're taking care of them. How much different is that from normal society where we have health care and all those benefits given to our normal population? There is no point in the prison. If they have done a crime to the point where they need to be locked up for years, then we need to find some other way of taking care of this. If they are on death row, then they should be done. It's not a matter of whether they were right or wrong. If we went that far and gave that sentence, then their life needs to end. We need to take that responsibility and that understanding. We want to reduce the amount of money and budget that we're spending on our country and making it better. Then we need to look at all the odd things that we spend money on, and we need to shut those things down. I am not saying that I don't want to give the people in prison a chance to reform from their crimes. I'm saying that if we went as far as to label somebody with such a heinous crime that they were put on death row, there's no coming back from that. Are you telling me that we would allow to integrate it back into our society somebody that's been on death row for 15 years and now all of a sudden he's acquitted of that crime? No, he wouldn't be able to reintegrate into society. Most of the prisoners that are in prison now, they get released and within a couple of months are back in prison because they cannot interact with society in the same way. Our prison system is archaic. We need to come up with a new way to deal with the people that have broke crimes so that we don't lose out on our population. We don't lose out on the people living and working to make the United States better. And we need to understand that although the police officers are there to keep us safe, they don't instantly make us guilty. There still needs to be proof and evidence of the crime we committed, and we still are deserving of that day in court, that ability to show the evidence proven to us that we are guilty. Thank you for your time.